So I just got home from riding, and what do I find? A full 3 days before I expected it, my new drivetrain came in. This is the SRAM Eagle 52 tooth setup. I got X01 with the exception of the chain because the XX1 chain comes in black and I'm vain like that. Conversely, I got last year's shifter because the new shifter was going to delay my shipping, and the only difference in last year's and this year's is the color. The new color is lunar black, but you can't really see my shifter under my brake lever anyway, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that. So let's go put these things on, see how they pedal.
So I got to work. Along with my riding, I'm no pro at bike mechanics either, but I'm determined to build my skills in that area as well. I've been slowly building out my collection of bike tools and even purchased a couple tools just for this project. I leaned heavily on the Park Tool and GMBN videos for installing the components and dialing in the shifting. I also needed some assistance with sizing a new chain since I couldn't go by the length of my old 1x11.
Overall, I'm super happy with the upgrade. The jump from 1x11 to 1x12 is already paying off for me. I've got some better ideas on the X01 upgrade that I'll share later in this video. First, I need to back up and talk about the installation. It didn't go as smoothly as it could have. In my haste, I managed to mismeasure my brand new chain that I paid extra for so I could get it real sexy. And a couple corrections later, I have a Franken chain that is functional, but lost the sexy. All in all, that we'll still consider that a win. No extra parts needed to be ordered. Didn't need to punt and go to the local bike shop. Managed to do it and fix it myself. Score? I struggled with the decision to buy this upgrade. There was nothing broken about my 1x11. I just really wanted that extra climbing gear. And I'd been looking at the Eagle upgrade for a while and just didn't pull the trigger. And it was just that SRAM introduced this 52 tooth version of it, which was going to give me even more climbing prowess over the 50 tooth that was the previous Eagle, that made me pull the trigger. I got the X01 upgrade more out of curiosity than anything. I really wanted to know how much better it was. Did it shift better? You know, did it actually matter to my riding? On top of that, the X01 Cassette for the 12 speed was about the same weight as the X01, the GX 1x11 that was on my bike. So I effectively got the extra gear without paying a weight penalty. Did have a monetary penalty because the X01 was greatly more expensive than the GX. Definitely think the upgrade from 1x11 to 1x12 was worth it. The giant 52 tooth cog is a little chunky getting in and out of that gear, especially if you try to double shift from the second from lowest gear to the 52 tooth. For all but the very steepest climbs, I think I would actually prefer a 50 tooth over the 52. But for the most part, once I get into that 52, I'm losing a lot of power. So, like I was saying, the steepest climbs, yeah, that's going to work out great, but most of the just harder climbs need a bit more punch than what the 52 tooth gives me. what I've been riding this week's been fairly smooth up. I usually do somewhere between 14 and 1800 feet of climbing over, I don't know, 6 or 7 miles maybe. So, you know, your mileage may vary. I can imagine more technical climbs that 52 tooth might be what you really want over a 50. These are also recreational rides. I'm not racing. I'm not trying to beat my Strava time. I'm just getting up to the top so I can go back down. So beyond the weight difference of the Cassette, I'm not real impressed with the X01 upgrade. Shifting doesn't really feel any different than my GX. The components are supposed to be more durable, a little more metal than plastic over the GX. It's nothing I can feel right now. Maybe that'll pay off in a few years of durability, but first impressions are go with the GX. They're solid components. If you can't afford the Cassette upgrade, I think that's worth it because it's such a big weight difference. I'm like 100 grams just in the Cassette. But the shifter and the derailleur, I don't know. We'll just say the jury's still out on that. So if you have any of the new 520% Eagle components from SRAM, or have any questions about them, please leave me a comment. I'm really curious to hear what everybody has to say about these. So with all the paying out of the way, the installation done, and a little bit of climbing accomplished, now it's back to the part that I really enjoy. Going downhill.
If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming mountain biking videos.